And happy Monday, everybody. It's a not so happy Monday evening for a lot of us, but welcome to the Plug Talk Sports live show, episode 234. Myself, Daniel Torres, alongside Jonka Don't Stop. I am back. I am back in the United States for a week. I was out last week doing some travels. I was in Madrid, España, graduating from the Real Madrid University, Universidad Europea, with my master's. Uh, and then I was in Washington, D.C., our nation's capital, for the 250th, which, by the way, happy 4th to everybody. And let me tell you, I hope you guys enjoyed your fireworks. I don't want to brag, but I got to see Jonka, I'm not making this up, the biggest firework display in world history. It is a firework display that lasted 45 minutes.
Jeez.
8,500 rockets were shot at this firework display. Of course, 250. It's go big or go home, and it happened in torrential downpour rain in Washington, D.C. This is something that Janka, you and I will not see again. Our parents won't see again. Our children won't see. Our grandchildren probably will not see again for the next 250 years. But it was a great time, and I'm happy to be back. It's my birthday next week, actually next Monday night. I don't know, folks, if I will be on the show. I'm going to be in the Bahamas. I will be taking my computer. Obviously, it's an important necessity. But is it to be determined whether I will be on the show or not for my 28th birthday? But anyways, straight to it. We just experienced round of 16 matchup in Seattle, Lumen Field. United States taking on Belgium. There was a lot of high hopes and expectations for this squad entering this match. I had a lot. I can't lie. I had a lot of high hopes for this squad entering the game today. I mean, we saw how they played against Paraguay. We saw how they played, which, by the way, Paraguay, I mean, they got absolutely annihilated by the U.S. in the first game, but look what they went on to do in this tournament. They played Australia. Yes, we had that loss against Turkey. Then we round of 32 against Bosnia-Herzegovina. Obviously, there was that whole red card with Forler and Balogun, which U.S. President Donald Trump called FIFA President Gianni Infantino for them to review it. Look, honestly, guys, I know there's a whole lot of crap going on out there about that. And, obviously a lot of people that are not American are complaining. Listen, there's other sports that do it. I think it's correct if you go back and correct the call and actually get it right. I'm okay with it. And for any team, obviously, Jonka and I both hold American passports. We're American. And listen, again, from a neutral perspective, I want them to be fair. I want them to get every call right. And if it means going back to review it and getting a call correct, I'm A-okay with it. So, Belgium, you can suck it. You're going to have to deal with my other team, my other country on Friday in the quarterfinal. Best of luck to you. You're going to need it. But for this game, for the U.S. and Belgium, I mean, what an absolute slop and mess. I mean, they look like a shell of themselves. They were out there. They looked like chickens running around with their heads cut off, not knowing what to do. It looked once again like the U.S. men's national team on the biggest stage in a big-time game to move on to that next step, to reach a quarterfinal, which they've only done one time in U.S. history. They get jittery. They don't know what to do. They get nervous. And unfortunately for Captain America, Christian Pulisic, who, again, I thought that was a foul coming from behind. I thought that was a foul. I know Stu Holden on the commentary at Fox said it wasn't a foul. I thought it was a foul. And Christian gets hurt from that, and he tried, couldn't continue, and he goes out of the match. Matt Freese. Let's talk about him. This guy, when I knew Matt Freese was selected and heading to the World Cup, sure, he had a couple good matches in this World Cup, but watching him, play in his club, absolute mess, disaster. I knew we were in for a special ride, and I don't know what the hell happened to him, but he looked like a Dell computer that just absolutely glitched. Brother, get rid of the ball. Get rid of the ball. This is not time to do tiki-taka to try to find someone open with someone creeping right behind you. Absolute embarrassment right there from Matt Freese. You cannot let that – you can't. They fail to understand that in these big games, these big moments, you can't make critical mistakes like that because you are going to pay for it. And paid is what they did. And again, we sit here at another World Cup where the U.S., again, is put to the test against a European team, and they cannot do it. They lost 3-1 in the Netherlands in the last World Cup. And then obviously 2018, they failed to qualify. But Jonka, guess who they were eliminated by in 2014 in Brazil?
Belgium.
This very Belgium team. And I knew it was going to be a tough task when you're coming to this game and you're asking the U.S. to beat Thibaut Courtois in goal, one of the world's best goalies, obviously a goalkeeper for my Real Madrid. Then you look at the shots Balogun takes. You're shooting the ball up in the air at Courtois. If you're going to beat Courtois, who's a mammoth of a man, who I have seen play in person many times, you need to shoot the ball down low. I think Jonka, having played goalkeeper, understands that as well. But just an absolute mess. How do I feel right now? Look, I'm glad that we hosted it. They did a great job with what they had. But again, it's just we needed this team to make it successful World Cup to make it to the quarterfinal. And they had a mess of a night. And it didn't look like the way that they had been playing the 4 games that they've played in this World Cup. 4 games that have played in this World Cup. They look completely different, and they just look too nervous for the occasion.
I just feel validated by what I've actually thought, what I've been saying about this team this whole time. I have just been saying this 100% to everybody that I know, that I need to see them play a legit squad. I don't see Paraguay as a legit squad. I don't see Australia as a legit squad. I don't even see Bosnia as a legit squad. Bosnia either basically took them to the end until they solidified that 2-0 win. And then what puts the icing on the cake, and where I know where this U.S. men's national team stands in terms of competing for an actual World Cup trophy, that Jeremy Doku and Kevin De Bruyne didn't even start the game.
And Romelu Lukaku.
4-1, bro. Old-ass Lukaku was able to score. I understand Christian went down, but that was late in the game. Christian did not do anything the majority of the game. No shots taken. Berhalter came in for him and actually did something. Showed some sort of aggression.
Yep.
I am absolutely appalled at the effort. Even at the last 20 minutes of the match, you could just tell America or US was just out of it. They did not even try to even rush themselves or try to play any little aggression they had left was already depleted emotionally. They were out of the game. I am just completely appalled and validated just because of what I thought about this game, about this team, basically this whole World Cup. I'm like, if they could just, Daniel, I'm kind of at a loss for words at how bad this game, especially like you said, me being used to playing keeper. When I saw that stupidity happen, I knew the game was over. I knew the game was over right then and there. I mean, Balogun hardly had any passing attempts. He hardly got the ball.
Honestly,
would bring him back if he wasn't going to get the ball?
I rather him just stayed suspended.
Bro, it was like, okay, yeah, thank you, Trump. You brought him back. All right. What does the manager do? Or the team does? Yeah, let's not pass it to him. Let's not give him the ball. You would think after the whole situation of him getting the red card and then him coming back, the U.S. would be motivated and had some sort of fire coming into this game and finally knocking off Belgium after the years of ridicule that we've been having. Now we're just back to being the laughingstock again, where we can't even compete against Belgium. This is supposed to be the best U.S. team we've ever had, and we lose like this in home turf. Nah, bro. I need to see. I need to see relegation. I need change. I don't even know if this is the squad, bro.
Honestly, but so do you think Mauricio Pochettino deserves to lose his job after this?
I don't know if he deserves to lose it, but I will say he's on the hot seat. To me, he's on the hot seat after that stupidity of what I do, or like the lack of like effort that was put in the last third of the match. That shows leadership. Maybe it was also because on Christian, because I didn't see Christian really lead anything. I didn't see Balogun lead anything. Berhalter was the only spark besides the goal at the beginning of the game.
Weston McKennie had a terrible night.
Everybody did not. The passing was atrocious. Everything was so bad. They had so many opportunities.
They couldn't pass. They couldn't control the ball.
Bro, I have better control. And I can hardly run. Bro, it's that bad. What are we talking about here? 3 months training right now. 3 months. I bet you I have better control than they do.
I think from Pochettino's standpoint, coming to the World Cup, they didn't have good form. They did have 2 great warm-up games. I give him credit for getting them prepared to play in this World Cup. But again, it's just the United States needs to get to a point where they can finally get over the hump and get past the round of 16.
I have an idea. This is the same thing about Brazil. Brazil never schedules European teams. They can never beat European teams in recent memory. USA always schedules the South American teams. How about USA just schedule the top European teams and then just use that as your experience? Everybody else is below. There can't be anywhere top than Europe. Play just Europe, and then we'll see, and we'll build off of that. I do not play Brazil. Do not play Argentina, Colombia. I don't care. I want you to play France, Spain, Portugal, Belgium, play Germany, play anybody else. I refuse to believe this BS anymore.
They did play Germany in a warm-up game before this World Cup, which they actually did pretty well. I mean, they did end up losing 2-1, but they played very well against Germany. But we also saw what happened to Germany, who went crashing out of the World Cup very badly.
It was the Ecuador, right? Yeah, it was Ecuador.
Listen, by the way, all 3 host nations, USA, Canada, and Mexico, go all crashing out at the same round.
One weekend.
Back to back. So I think that says a lot about where these countries are at soccer-wise. But again, I think there was a lot of expectation for this U.S. men's national team in this World Cup.
I think what also was getting us seated a little bit over like emotional. It's like, no disrespect to the player I'm about to mention, but Zlatan, I'm sorry, you're part of the fault here, bro. Like, shut up. There's no way you played for Sweden and you played in Europe all this time, and you even thought that I didn't think US was gonna make it, but was even comparable to any of the top teams in this tournament or in the world. I never believed it one time. Now, I told Daniel earlier today, I can see US making the final because of how crazy this World Cup has been in upsets. and how close games have been. But do I believe the U.S. is going to make the final? I never thought of it for a second. I always thought it was going to be France, Argentina.
Listen, the reason why a lot of people made a big deal, and I as well thought it was impressive with the win against Paraguay, is because Paraguay had the best defensive record in all of South America. And that was impressive, what they did to that team in that first game. But again, the World Cup is more than just winning the first group stage game. You got to continue in that form. Against Australia, listen, I guess, Jonka, we could say that throughout the games of the World Cup, the quality of U.S. got worse and worse and worse. Because against Paraguay, phenomenal. Against Australia, it was okay. Against Turkey, not good. And against Bosnia as well, it wasn't really anything impressive either.
Like, let me read out this team right here, bro. If just heading, let's say, for the sake of next World Cup, if I don't think Christian's going to be playing it anymore, who would you keep?
Whoa. I think Pulisic will be there.
I hope not.
Wow.
I need to see evolution, my guy.
That's our best player.
Hey, you're out, buddy. You hardly did anything for me.
He's been plagued by injuries in his career, also, I will say.
You think 4 more years is going to help that? Did he even score a goal in this World Cup? Or like what? I don't remember.
I think he did.
1 maybe? Max?
Yeah.
Like, come on, bro. Like, okay. I'm taking out Christian just for the sake of my take. Who are you keeping? Balogun? Are you keeping Balogun?
I am, yeah.
Ricardo Pepi?
No.
Haji Wright?
Didn't even play, barely.
Exactly. There you go. Tyler Adams?
I'd keep.
Malik Tillman?
I'd keep.
Weston McKennie?
I want to say I'd keep.
I'd probably keep him as a bench player.
Yeah.
Berhalter, keep.
Keep.
Giovanni Reina?
Barely played.
Max Arfston?
This was his first World Cup.
There you go. Tim Ream?
No, he's retiring. He won't be here.
There we go. He's out too. Chris Richards?
Yeah, keep.
Alex Freeman?
Keep.
Anthony Robinson?
Keep.
Serginho Dest?
Out.
Max Freeze?
Who? Say it again? Matt Freeze?
Yeah.
The goalkeeper? Out.
Yeah. Okay. So that entire roster, you could say 30% of them are most likely should be out. Who would you like to see from America that represents America in the next World Cup? I have a name, and I think he should have been at least in the roster. He used to play for Inter Miami.
Oh man, I know who you're talking about.
He's young, tall.
Gressel.
No. Young star.
Used to play for. Where is he at now?
Benjamin Kramaski.
Oh, Kramaski.
Yeah, bro. You don't think he would have done something, bro?
He's still a young player. He has no experience in a World Cup.
I mean, that's the whole point. How are we supposed to know if they don't even play him?
I think it would have been hard for him to change the match.
With that logic, France should have never played Mbappe. Argentina never played Messi. Don't play Ronaldo. Don't play Yamin. Like, don't even play Haaland. Don't play Jude. Don't play Vinny. There's the whole reason we find out that they're actually good if you let them play. We need evolution.
I will agree with you. Kramashki, okay. I'm trying to
Russ was
think.
not a bad idea either.
I'm trying to think because we think about American players.
I mean,
thinking.
I'm low-key kind of disappointed in Canada also. I'm going to bring up Canada. They had Schaffelberg off the bench.
Yeah.
What? Why is Schaffelberg coming off the bench? Hey, Schaffelberg, if you have the chance to play for USA, come down here, bro. We'll keep you.
You know who didn't get selected? I mean, I don't think he would have made, to be honest with you, much of a difference. But he didn't get selected. Diego Luna.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I guess. I mean, he wouldn't have really played much, I guess. But just overall,
No.
like maybe the
Bro,
roster needs some improvements, but
I would have liked at least at the end here to see Alejandro Sendejas get put into the game as well. I mean, to see, what the heck, what can he do?
and also I think after today's performance by Matt Freese, I think it's time to look for a young superstar goalie. A goalie that will play for the next, I don't know, 1 to 4 World Cups if he stays healthy that long.
Tanner Tessman, who plays for Olympique Lyon in France, was a player that wasn't called up by the U.S. men's national team. That was a snub. Obviously, Diego Luna, we talked about him. And Aiden Morris, who plays for Middlesbrough in England, also didn't get called up. Look, I didn't have a problem with the selections of the players.
I want to. When was what's his? I forgot his name. The manager. When was he selected?
Pochettino?
Yeah.
I want to say like 2 years ago.
I mean, do you think that was the best squad he could have possibly put together? I mean, maybe it's what he had and what he thought was the best. But do you think just out of everything that was available, that was the best combination of players he could have used?
I think so.
Damn. I mean,
obviously there were some players that didn't make it onto this roster from 2022. Like, for example, Cameron Carter-Vickers didn't make it onto this roster. I mean, where the hell was Timothy Weah?
bro, I was about to bring his name up. Where was he? Like, why was he not in the game?
At least Haji Wright, as well.
It was complete and utter disappearance from all the players that we needed to step up. They did not step up, and I'm extremely disappointed. But like I said, I didn't think we would make it like super far into the tournament.
I mean, listen, even if the U.S. would have won, tonight, their next game, it would have been Spain.
That would have been 6-0.
How do you feel about Belgium now? I mean, listen, people are like, oh, Belgium, because of how good they played against the U.S. and how bad the U.S. played. But Belgium against Spain, I mean, listen, obviously I know I'm biased, but
I could see the game being either 2-0 or 3-1 Spain.
I don't think Belgium has been very impressive in this tournament at all.
They haven't. They just squeak by. They're like the guy that's just under the radar. I mean, they're going to obviously most likely be starting Doku, next game, so that's going to make a difference.
Which, by the way, I want to say Spain made history today, if you didn't know. Spain is the only team in FIFA World Cup history that has now made it all the way to the quarterfinals without another team scoring on them. Spain has allowed 0 goals in this World Cup.
Hey. I wonder what that means. Having a good goalie means a lot.
Unai Simon, and then you look at our defense and Marco Correa, Laporte, uh, Pau Kouassi. I mean, yeah.
I mean, I'm surprised that no, I'm not gonna. How do I put this together? We have a lot of basketball players that don't get selected to the NBA, and they grow up becoming backup because of how tall they are.
Yeah.
But I'm surprised how we don't have a lot of applicants to become the goalie for the men's national team. Like, you don't think we could find a 6'9", 6'10" soccer player that's willing to play goalie, and you train them up with the athleticism that you can probably train them to be? I don't see why we cannot find a goalie naturally, a good one too.
It's a bad position because Matt Freese, yes. If you watch his games in the MLS, not that good. But you look at Matt Turner, who was the starting goalkeeper for the U.S. and lost his job. I mean, he's not in that much better form, to be honest with you.
Do you think? I mean, I know this is a long shot, but I would low key like to see an all mostly first year team for next World Cup. Like first World Cup appearance team, but with experienced players. If you know what I'm talking about.
No, I know what you're talking about.
Like,
it's just again,
really
this
bad.
again is our most talented roster, and again, they look nervous.
I can't say the word of what I think they look like on air, but Daniel, you probably know what I'm
I think I
thinking.
know. I think I know.
They played like it today, and for everybody that's watching, that you think you know what I'm saying, you're probably right. There's no what is I was saying this before the World Cup started. I don't know if you remember this, Daniel. There's no identity to this team. Are we a passing team, attacking team? Are we I don't know, a creative I don't know I'm not too much in the soccer lingo.
Okay. Yeah.
But what is our identity? What is it? Are we stronger in the final third, second third? Are we what is our talent? We have literally nothing. It's just a bunch of soccer players on a field. We got athletes. I think I'm gonna compare ourselves to African teams. We have the athletes, but do we actually have the talent? Let's be honest here.
And I want to say shout out because I know there's a lot of people. Listen, we can criticize our team because we live here. This is our country also. But for all the people out there who are going to criticize the U.S., make fun of the U.S. now, guess what? You still have the same amount of World Cups as the U.S. Absolutely zero. So you're right in the boat with us.
Yep.
Yeah, you look at the first goal for the U.S. when they scored. We get it off of Christian Pulisic lost possession 11 times in 40. Yeah,
bro, he was not doing anything in the first half. He's old. He's done. That's it. It's over. If I'm Pochettino, I refuse to even invite him back on this team for the next World Cup. Refuse.
Listen. Final thoughts. I think when you look at the game, Belgium came out fast. I mean, Jesus, it was an amazing save by Matt Freese in the beginning. That was curling into the corner. That would have been the first goal, and Belgium found that first goal right away from defending that was absolutely atrocious. Obviously, the U.S.'s goal, yes, they got a goal, but they get it off of a deflection. So I don't discredit Courtois on that. And then from there, obviously, terrible defending. Obviously, the mental reset of Matt Freese, whatever the hell that was.
I don't know what that was.
That right there was that was the loss. I mean, if you're down 2-1, okay, maybe there's still a chance. But after that mental mistake, that's it. It was over. It was over. And we're going to have to wait for the next World Cup in Portugal, Spain, and Morocco for the U.S. to be back on the field. Jonka, you have any closing thoughts?
Revolution. Change it up. Do something. If it hasn't worked this whole time, change it up the next one. We need more talent, guys. Like, I don't know what more to say. We need more talent. We need an identity. We need a coach that's gonna stay with this team for the long run. That way we can actually build an identity, not just fire one the moment things got bad. Pochettino's in the hot seat. But the next World Cup, if he's still here and he gets embarrassed like that again, prepare the USA to find another manager, and we'll be back to where we started. It's not – maybe hire some more coaches. I don't know. But as of right now, it's revolution to me. Revolution.
With that, we'll close, again, that topic of the U.S. again falling in the round of 16 of the World Cup. They go crashing out against Belgium tonight, 4-1. Disaster for Pochettino and his men. But we're going to switch sports here. Topic that's very interesting. It's been a topic that I think everyone in South Florida is reading about every single day. Obviously, we know the news. Giannis Antetokounmpo made official today. He will be part of the Miami Heat. Andrew Wiggins is re-signing as well. We lose Jaime Jaquez. We lose Tyler Hero, Kel'el Ware. And I first want to say, everyone that went out, I don't know if you've seen social media. I'm sure you have. If you haven't, anyone that went out and bought Giannis merchandise today with the number 34, unfortunately, that is not the number that Giannis has decided to go with. He will be wearing number 7, taking over that number 7 from Kel'el Ware. And Miami Heat made a statement that if you did purchase the number 34, you can go and exchange it, and they'll put the number 7 on there for you. And if you bought online, they will be sending you the number 7 jersey. So just for you folks who have bought the 34, you can go and exchange to get the number 7. But we talk about someone who's very familiar to the Miami Heat. 4 NBA finals. We have a great article out on our website, www.plugtalksports.co. You can go read it after the show.
Link in bio.
It is. It is in our bio. It's on our X account. Posted it today. 4 NBA Finals appearances. Back-to-back championships. 2012, 2013 over OKC and San Antonio. We're talking about LeBron James, who has told the Los Angeles Lakers to move on without him. He had a number of teams interested. Philadelphia, who just gets Jaylen Brown. Minnesota Timberwolves. Golden State Warriors. And Cleveland Cavaliers, where he started his career and went back after leaving the Heat in 2014 and winning that championship in 2016, bringing Cleveland's first title. And in the running as well, your Miami Heat. Jonka, the more I look at this, people are saying this is down between Cleveland and Miami. I get it. If he wants to go home, Cleveland. I get it. Can't hate it. If that's where he wants to end his career, okay, I get it. But if we're talking about basketball-wise, and if LeBron's still hungry to win a championship, I think Miami makes sense. Obviously, we heard his agent, Rich Paul, talk a little bit about Miami and saying that Miami doesn't have shooters. And I think if you add LeBron to the piece, it's an extremely defensive team. Extremely defensive team. But I'm going to stick with my guns and say it again, like I have said so many times on this show, Jonka. I trust Pat Riley. I really do. And I think that if Pat is going to pull this trade off or the signing off, he knows the pieces that are going to be needed around Bam, Giannis, and LeBron to be able to compete for a championship. You told me earlier today that if LeBron signs with Miami once again, you're saying a parade down Biscayne Boulevard.
Book it.
Book it. He's saying book it.
Book it. Who are you guarding, my guy? Tell me what team is guarding either one. Who are you going to double? Double who? What? You got Giannis, basically 7 foot. Bam, basically 7 foot. You got Portis, almost 7 foot. You got Andrew Wiggins. Bro, you got LeBron James. Either one guy's going to dunk on you, Giannis is going to dunk it on you, Bam will dunk it on you, Portis will dunk it on you. And hey, who else? I don't care who's going to be the shooting guard. Who's it, Davion Mitchell? He'll dunk it on you too.
Now, let me tell you, because I got to just bring this up for one of my friends who's a New York Knicks fan.
Oh. So.
How does his Heat team compare to his New York Knicks if they sign LeBron James?
Ooh. We win.
Listen.
Daniel, let's be honest here. If it wasn't for San Antonio giving up those leads, it would have been a sweep. I'll be honest here, Daniel. It would have been a sweep.
I'll tell you this.
Legendary collapse.
I'll tell you this. If they get LeBron James and you have LeBron, Giannis, Bam, Brunson's not doing what he did. On those three guys, he's not doing what he did.
It wouldn't matter what Brunson did. Everybody else is not doing shit. Excuse my language. They ain't doing anything. Crap, poop emoji.
Josh Hart?
Anything. Josh Hart is not doing anything. Who's driving in on the Miami Heat, bro? Who's driving in?
Alvarado?
Bro, like, Bam doesn't even need to, focus on scoring at that point. Just focus on defense, which is good at. Bro, I mean, one thing I would say Bam needs to work on is his free throws because they're kind of inconsistent. Same thing for Giannis. But I think Eric Spoelstra can help him out with that.
LeBron has repaired his relationship with Miami.
Nah, here's the good thing. What Dwayne Wade did for LeBron and teaching him how to win, LeBron could do the same thing for Bam in Miami. Finally get over the hump after 2 failed attempts. This is good. This will be the best team. All right, let me look up the roster. I mean, at this point, bro, I don't see a team that can even beat us. I mean, maybe the Spurs because of how much talent they have. Bam Adebayo, Giannis, Andrew Wiggins, Bobby Portis, Davion Mitchell, Pele Larson, Jovic. For some reason, we signed Tim Hardaway Jr., which is whatever. Fontecchio, Ryan Conwell, Trey Donaldson, who we signed. Shout out to the U. We need to get rid of Jameer Young, Drew Smith, Trevor Keels, if for some reason he's there, but whatever. Keshad Johnson, I don't even know why we still have him.
I got to ask you about that. The whole Tim Hardaway Jr. thing.
Hate it. I hate it, Daniel.
Miami Heat are letting him wear the retired number 10.
I mean, I guess it's fine because it's his dad. But the whole signing as the player, it's himself. I think we could have signed somebody way better. I feel like we could have signed somebody that could actually produce something.
DeMar DeRozan,
Bruce Brown, Chris Middleton, who's familiar with Giannis. I mean, who else can I possibly bring up? I don't know. Maybe an extra big man. An extra
I'm not hating it, Jonka. I'm not hating it.
like.
It's not awful.
Let me see. Tim Hardaway Jr. Let's look at this. Um, this past season, he 26 minutes a game. He shot 44% from the field, 40% from three, 81 from the free throw line. Not bad. He averaged 13.5 points a game on 26 minutes. So either he hardly took any shots, but he was based off his percentages. He was basically making them mostly. I mean, I guess it could work coming off the bench, but I've just seen him so many times when he was on the Mavericks. He just wasn't reliable, bro. I'm gonna be brutally honest. He just wasn't reliable, and he's 34. I mean, I guess maybe just because for nostalgia purposes, you wanted to get Tim Hardaway Jr. there because of his dad. But I feel like, is he a guy that you could see on a championship roster?
I can. As a bench role player, I can.
If we get LeBron, yeah. But
Look at me in the face, serious, unbiased. Where do you think LeBron James ends up?
assuming what, that he retires after 1 year?
I don't think he's just playing 1 year and retiring. I think if he's going to a new team, I don't think it's just 1 year.
I think if he wins this year, I think he retires. He'll call it.
I can agree with that.
So if that's the case, if I'm going to use that reasoning,
but before you continue to answer that, which team is going to give him the best chance to do that?
I would say I would say I'm gonna think. I think because like it's the whole argument of, okay, do you want to go home to Cleveland or do you want to be in Miami with no income taxes, but you'll probably have a better roster, a better starting five than Cleveland will.
I don't think,
and probably a better head coach too.
Like I told you, I actually think Eric Spoelstra is the best coach who's ever coached LeBron in his career. I don't think JJ Redick is a better coach than Eric Spoelstra.
I don't even know why he's still even a thing. I mean, also the no state income taxes really does, like, it's a big thing for athletes.
Yeah, but listen, again, if he wants to go back home, he's not going to care about that. And he's already said it's not about the money.
They say it's not about the money, but we all know it's about the money. Because if it wasn't about the money, he would have signed with the Lakers for a vet minimum. And we know he didn't do that.
I think he wants to win one more. And I don't think he saw that the Lakers would give him the best opportunity to do that.
The best team.
I don't think him and James Harden will work.
I don't even know why James Harden is still there after the recent arrest a couple weeks ago. Why is he still in the roster? And there were talks about him getting an extension. For what?
I don't think any team with James Harden works, to be honest with you.
I mean, obviously, Pat Riley's still not done with the roster.
Constructing the roster, yes. But that's what I'm telling you today. I think everything is on hold for the decision of LeBron.
I mean, if you think about it, like, if you, I say, you know what? I've thought about it. That's it. I'm ready to punch it in.
All right. What is your ultimate? Where do you think LeBron James?
In my heart, I think he comes to the Heat. In my heart.
Okay.
But my mind just screams out Cleveland. Just for the sake of it just being his last 1 or 2 years.
Yeah.
But again, if he says Miami, we're going to Bird Road. We're going Bird Road, baby.
I think
Bayside.
At first we thought about, when this news transpired, we thought about Golden State. But then obviously we found out Golden State wanted Anthony Davis. But Washington's not giving him up. And even if LeBron does end up in Golden State, do you really think that team with LeBron on it is going to be better than OKC or San Antonio right now?
I mean,
I don't think so.
If I'm LeBron, I wouldn't go to Golden State because, like, sure, you get to play with Steph Curry and Draymond. I mean, but the whole point, why would you help Steph Curry get another ring and you both are tied at 5?
4. LeBron's got 4.
Oh yeah, I know. Help him get 5. Like they would both get 5.
Just making sure.
But I mean that doesn't sound right. Plus, like, the spirit of competitiveness would be thrown out the window. Plus, for anybody that would even that was how do you say, complaining about KD going to the Warriors, if LeBron went to the Warriors to go play with Steph, I mean, obviously it's been like almost a decade now since that's happened, but
I've been wanting KD to go back to OKC.
I would love to see KD back on OKC. I would love to see it.
I'd love it too.
I can also see Russell Westbrook being on the Miami Heat as a backup point guard. Just as a guy that could just give us hustle rebounds. Like, hey, Russell, all I need you to do is just rebound. Just rebound the ball. I don't care what you got to do, who you have to face up against. Just rebound the ball. And he'll give it to you for $2 million a year.
Mike, if LeBron does come back, does he wear number 6?
You got to wear 6. You have to wear 6. And another reason why I would love to see LeBron.
He can't wear 23. It's retired by the Heat, unless they make the exception again of what they do with Hardaway Jr.
No. And another reason why I would love to see him, if he does come back to the Heat, wear number 6. For anybody that's watching out there that works with Sprite, bring back the LeBron 6 mix Sprite. Please. The cherry orange soda was the best thing that's ever come out for LeBron.
Did they have it when he was number 6 on the Lakers?
No. It only came out when he was in Miami. LeBron 6 mix. I still have a can in my room. I will post it on my Twitter or my X when I get home.
Do it.
At Junker Don't Stop. I will post it, and I will tag LeBron James and Sprite, and you will see the can. LeBron 6 mix. It was the best thing. I got a can every morning on the way to school. It was the best mix ever.
We will repost it on Plug Talk Sports.
For anybody that doesn't know, all you youngins, go and buy a case from eBay or whatever and try it out. It's really good.
Again, I think his best possibility, if he wants to win again, is Miami. But if he just wants to go home, relax, retire.
But here's the thing. This is what I also think about. Like, both of his sons are now grown up. One plays in Arizona. One is right now on the Lakers. They have the daughter right now. Where do you think, if you're talking to Savannah right now, if you're LeBron James, where do you think is most likely you could convince Savannah to move to?
To be honest with you, I don't think she'd mind going back to Cleveland. I don't think she'd mind it.
Miami, bro. I just think, business-wise, I think it's Miami.
Obviously.
But if it's like publicity and nostalgia vibes, then yeah, sure, whatever. Just go to Cleveland and go and lose in the first or second round with Donovan Mitchell and James Harden. But I
don't think it's you look at the reaction, right? When you remember with the All-Star game when LeBron was captain, KD was captain, and James Harden was up for grabs, and neither of them wanted to pick him. And go back to that and like, what makes you think he'd want to go play with James Harden?
I don't know. Like James Harden. Plus, like I've said this plenty on other podcasts recently. I don't want to hear any more comparisons with James Harden and Dwayne Wade ever again.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear it. I'm just thinking off the head on my top of my head. Let me look at Cleveland's roster. Maybe that can give me a better idea of what we're looking at. Jared Allen.
Yep.
James Harden, Donovan Mitchell, Evan Mobley, Dennis Schroeder, Ernest Udeh from Miami. Nice, good job for them. Tyrese Proctor, okay. Larry Nance, Sam Merrill.
Wow, Larry Nance still plays?
Yeah, don't. It's okay, Daniel. This is a bro. You're talking about not having shooters, bro. Cleveland has probably less shooters, but Max Strus, like Jared Allen, Thomas Bryant, Tristan and Aruna, James Harden, Sam Merrill, Riley Minix, Donovan Mitchell, Evan Mobley, who's a center. So Larry Nance doesn't get any playing time. Craig Porter Jr., Tyrese Proctor, Oliver Sarr, Dennis Schroeder, Max Strus, Malik Thomas, Naquan Tomlin, Jalen Tyson, and Ernest Udeh Jr., who just got drafted. And the coach is Kenny Atkinson. You mean to tell me you're going to choose that roster over Miami's roster?
But again, if it's just about going home, that's not going to matter.
He's hardly home anyways. And when you are home, where would you rather be? In the frozen tundra in Cleveland? Or would you rather be in South Beach?
Yeah, but if you're thinking that way, he would have just stayed in South Beach all along.
That was Pat Riley's fault. Because he didn't want to give him his cookies. I think it's time to come back. Honestly, if it's true that they've rekindled the whole thing and they've gone past them and they're grown-ups, LeBron, if you're watching this right now, I know you're smart. Just come to Miami. Winning in Miami would mean so much more than winning in Cleveland at the moment.
I don't know, bro. I think winning a ring in Cleveland for him means a lot.
The only reason I'm saying this is because the way he left Miami is still stinging to this day. You leave after a record margin in the finals to the San Antonio Spurs. You got your ass kicked. You decide to team up with Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love in Cleveland. And before you do that, you make the Miami Heat waste a draft pick and select Shabazz Napier in the first round. Now we got screwed over with a first-round pick, and you're not even there. And plus, the whole roster was built just for you. And it kind of feels like you did us wrong. You come back, and you finally get your 5th ring here in Miami, where you can find. Honestly, imagine this. Daniel, listen up. Everybody, listen up to this. I'm already ahead of everybody. Bro, pin this podcast on. I don't know, on whatever you're watching this on right now. Pin this up. LeBron returns after that record margin in finals, after losing like that, to the Miami Heat. Comes back to play with Giannis and Bam. They make the finals, and who do they play? San Antonio Spurs. San Antonio makes it back, and LeBron gets to right the wrong from when he left the first time. Bro, tell me that wouldn't be cinema. Giannis and Wemby, bro, come on.
I think it would be as good as a Christopher Nolan movie.
Who can write a better story, bro?
And you ride off into the sunset.
But again, here's the flip of the script. He could go to Cleveland, make the finals, play San Antonio, where San Antonio swept them in 2000. I think it was
2007. I think it's between Miami and Cleveland. I don't think it's going to be Minnesota. I don't think it's going to be Philadelphia, and I don't think it's going to be Golden State.
I have a feeling that he's already selected where he wants to go, but he's waiting till after the World Cup just so he can have his moment and announce it to everybody.
I could see that happening.
No distractions.
I could see that happening. I think Rich Paul said that this was not going to happen for a while, but I do think that the decision is already made. I think they knew about the decision that he was leaving the Lakers for a while.
Yeah, of course. I knew.
And they just didn't say anything.
Now, if that is the case, I need to see the same dramatic scenery and the decision. I need to see it, but I need it to be like this: the last decision.
That's not happening. That whole ESPN special thing, it's not happening.
I need the YMCA back. I need the 2 chairs back. I need the plaid shirt back.
It's not happening.
I need headband Braun back.
You're not getting that. Definitely book that. You're not getting that.
If I do, I'm the greatest person in the history of YouTube.
You're not getting it for sure. You're not getting that.
I'm so ahead of people. You guys just gotta think of it. LeBron has to do everything in the grandest way possible. Everything is about him. What would make it more about him? Where it's like, hey, everybody, for example, July 31st, the last decision. Boom. That day is gonna be that day he chooses. Everybody's locked in.
I think that this decision is just going to be like Jesus' return in the Bible, which I'm not making a comparison. I'm making the comparison where Jesus says he will return like a thief in the night. And I think that's how the trade's going to happen or the signing is going to happen. We're going to find out some random moment of the night or some random moment in the day. It's going to say LeBron James signs with ba-ba-ba-ba.
Kind of like 2014 when he signed with Cleveland.
Yeah.
That was midday. I remember that day vividly. I was here working, and all of a sudden I get the notification. LeBron, Kyrie, Kevin Love team up and head to Cleveland Cavaliers. I'm like, oh.
Yep. But we'll see. We're going to be on LeBron Watch here at Plug Talk Sports, so stay tuned to our social media. That's going to wrap up the show for us tonight. Again, we appreciate all of you for tuning in week and week out. Again, hope you had a happy 4th of July. Unfortunate again what happened to the U.S. tonight, but that's the way soccer goes. And keep in tune with us. All of our social media. Again, we appreciate every single one of you. For myself, Danny Torres, and Jonka Don't Stop. Have a great night. We'll see you next week.
Support the troops.